Welcome to Western Wisconsin Journal. I'm Bobbi Pominville, and I'm your reporter on the arts. And I'm focusing on music this month in a lot of different ways. So very soon you're going to hear a jazz ensemble, and I'm just delighted to bring to the show someone I sing with and I've known for years, Larry Newman. Welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
And he is the director of the Century College Jazz Ensemble, of which I think there'll be a little combo today. He is also the artistic director of the St. Croix Jazz Orchestra, and I believe they're based in Stillwater.
They are. It is an arts group based out of the Stillwater area, including all of the musicians from the St. Croix Valley.
That is wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad. We're going to talk about this.
Okay.
So now I'm going to give you a resume, which is quite impressive, Larry. You retired as a band director from the Stillwater Area School District after 37 years of teaching.
That's right.
Very impressive. He still directs and plays in the Century Jazz Ensemble at Century College in White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Larry is also the artistic director of the St. Croix Orchestra based out of Stillwater. And that orchestra is made up of professional musicians and educators from around the Twin Cities area. He is also a member of the CC Septet.
That's
that
right.
would be the Century College Septet.
Loosely.
Septet. La, la, la. A group that performs original jazz arrangements. And I am so in awe of you doing that because I'm a note reader.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. As a performer, he has worked with various groups throughout the Twin Cities area and is a professed big band addict.
That is true.
Well, this is just amazing. I'm so excited because my dad played in a jazz band.
He did.
A dance band up in North Dakota.
He did.
Saxophone. Yeah.
It's a good instrument.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I had to play. You know why? Because my dad said, "You're playing a saxophone." Well, it was okay until I had to march. So anyway, what was your job like at Century College? What did you do there?
I was an adjunct professor there, which means it wasn't my main job. My main job was teaching in Stillwater in the public schools as a band director. Mm-hmm. But I was over at Century one night a week, and my job was the Century Jazz Ensemble.
Oh,
That's
wonderful.
all I did, directed it, planned the concerts, and we do our thing around the Twin Cities.
Wonderful, and we're so glad you're here in Hudson doing it on our show. What is your educational background? And I know you came from Fargo.
I am a North Dakotan.
So am I.
Sounds like, good company.
Yeah.
And I graduated out of the University of North Dakota up in Grand Forks.
Wonderful.
And then I did my graduate work out in Ithaca, New York at Ithaca College.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
And came down here to the cities, I think that was in '83.
Oh,
And been living down in this area since then. Yeah.
wonderful. Oh, that is interesting. I was so happy to find another North Dakotan. Oh, so today you're entertaining our audience for Western Wisconsin Journal. And I'd like you to tell us about your group now, and that would include the members and some of the music you would play.
Okay. The main group, the Century Jazz Ensemble, is a full 17-piece big band. So we couldn't fit them in here, so we brought a trio. We brought our piano player, Bill Henry, who is a retired band director, and we brought our bass player, Greg Stinson, who used to be a band director and then changed careers, but he is retired now also. So we played some holiday music. We had a lot of fun. I think we recorded 4 of them here.
Yes.
And I know one of them is Deck the Halls. I know one of them is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's the holiday music.
Great music.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
The things I used to play and sing at school.
All the time, all the time.
Yeah, I thought every student in my class had to know a lot of those songs.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what instruments are you playing in this today?
Well, for this recording we did, I'm playing tenor.
Tenor sax.
Tenor sax. And
Okay.
normally I would play alto in the Century group. And then all of the saxophones in a group like that, we all double. So I play soprano and I play flute and some clarinet. We all have to do a little bit of everything.
So you're basically woodwinds
That's my
oriented.
specialty, yes.
Yes, so I bet you really, I've heard you play with our sacred ensemble in Bayport,
That's right.
and it's really impressive.
It's always a lot of fun to
I
play.
loved that soprano sax thing you played with us.
That's right.
That was so neat. That must have been one of the first years I belonged to that group.
Probably, that was a while ago.
Yeah, that is so impressive.
Yeah.
Now, my wannabe was always percussion. Well, I didn't get to do it. And then my next thing was, well, I did study violin, but I always liked the string bass. Is that hard to play?
Well, you have to be of a certain stature
Yeah, and I don't have that.
to make it work.
That was hard.
It's a stringed instrument, so there is a definite amount of study that has to go into it.
Oh, tell me about it. I went to Madison. I thought I was going to be a string expert. Well, in 1 week, it didn't work. So I took all 4 down there that summer. So, all right, I'm really excited to hear the music today, but any other gigs coming up for your group or members of the jazz ensemble?
Well, this trio that is performing today, we do get called now and then to perform at holiday events and things of that nature, and we love to do it if we're free and we have the time. Being from a 17-piece big band, the musicians all play in a variety of groups.
Oh.
And so I know one of them is affiliated with the Bing Crosby Christmas that goes on in Chanhassen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's doing those shows. And so they're all over the Twin Cities. Everybody has got different things that they do. Everybody is busy over the holidays.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then you have a really neat concert coming up with our own Hudsonite, Debbie O'Keefe.
That's
Tell
right.
us about that.
This is always a fun show for us. This is our holiday concert at Century College. It'll be December, that's what month we're in. It'll be December 15th at 3 p.m. And it's over at the college in the theater there. And it's free, there's no charge. There's a reception afterwards. We play all holiday music. In fact, I know that Debbie is singing at least 6 pieces with us. Maybe more if we can figure it out.
Do you recall any of them?
Well, she's doing a real fun version that's new to us of Rudolph.
Oh, good.
And then she's also doing the Ray Charles version of What Child Is This?
Oh, my word. That
And,
sounds so good.
Things like Sleigh Ride,
Yes.
holiday standards. Christmas
those
time is here.
wonderful jazzy pieces.
Yeah, they all fit beautifully.
Oh, that's great. And then I do know she performs in Hudson on New Year's Eve
There,
every year.
there is not a evening in December, I think, that you can't find her performing somewhere.
Right,
She enjoys the holiday season.
right. And I'm
Yeah.
proud to say that I invited her on this show maybe 3 years ago, and she came and sang a piece for us. It wasn't a familiar Christmas piece, but it was a piece she loved and wanted to do.
Good.
And of course,
Good.
we weren't going to turn her away. Okay, one more quick question. How do you get proficient in jazz?
Well, first you get proficient on an instrument.
There you
So
go.
pick the instrument that you're going to do it, that you're going to perform on.
Well, it
and
wouldn't
study.
be alto saxophone anymore. It would be piano.
That ship has sailed, huh? Okay. And then the next step would be to find a good teacher
Yes.
and get in with a good teacher and work, study. Talent is one thing, but undeveloped talent is worthless.
Right.
You have to stick at it.
Yeah.
All the people who really get to the very high professional level, they have put a lot of work in. And they still continue to work to maintain their level.
Oh, yes.
And then to get proficient at jazz, once you've got the basics of your instrument, if you've been studying seriously, it starts to open up. Because it uses all the theory that you've learned.
Yes.
It uses your ability to hear the pitches on your instrument.
Yes.
And it uses your creative side, which you don't get to if you're doing more classical or structured type music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I totally agree with you. I know how I struggle sometimes. And then I open up the Reader's Digest book, and it's all kind of jazzy. And I have to work at it a little bit.
That's right. Yeah.
So, it's so much fun to talk to you, but I do know we want to leave some time for your group to perform. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming and
My
for
pleasure.
doing this for us. And oh my goodness, I would love to hear your large group play sometime.
We'll have to arrange it.
So thank you again for coming, Larry.
Okay.
And I do want to thank the audience for watching today. I hope you enjoy this little mini concert you're going to hear.